Good morning, students. In this video, I will explain some of the questions from the topic capacitors. See the first question. When two isolated conductors A and B are connected by a conducting wire, positive charge will flow from. So, in the question it is given that two isolated conductors. What are the names of two conductors given? A and B. For the two conductors, capacitance values were given, charges values were given, and you have to find out positive charge will flow from which conductor to which conductor. So positive, we know that positive charge always flows from which one to which one? Positive charge always flows from positive to negative. So first of all, that means high potential to low potential. You can just see here what is the value of voltage in the first case, in case of V1. What is the voltage here? V1 is equal to, general formula for V1 is Q by C. In first case it is equal to, charge is given 30 microcoulomb, capacitance is given 10 microfarad. So potential will be 3 volt. In the same way for second conductor, of course let me consider it is for B. Okay, then again the similar formula we can use, V equal to Q by C. And what is charge here? 20 microcoulomb by 5 microfarad. Then this is equal to 4 volt. So here potential of first conductor we got 3 volt. Potential of second conductor we got 4 volt. That means positive charge always flows from high potential to low potential. That means positive charge always flows from conductor B to conductor E. Okay, next one. The plates of small size of parallel plate capacitor, it was given the plates are very much smaller in size, are charged as shown in figure. In the figure it is given that plus Q and minus Q are taken the charges on two plates. The force on the charged particle of Q at a distance L from the capacitor is, at some distance L, some small charge was taken Q. And it is also given here that assume that distance between the plates is D, which is very less than L. The distance between the plates is given D, where D is very much less than L. If L is very much large when compared with the distance between the plates, and the plates are also very much small, then you can imagine here that there are 2 point charges plus Q and minus Q at a distance D only. You can imagine like that. And at a point P or something else, which is at distance L from the center, you are having a small charge. Whatever the electric field is produced due to this configuration, at this point, if you calculate, then force is nothing but E into Q only. How can you calculate electric field from this configuration? This configuration represents dipole only. No? What is dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by a fixed distance. So it will form a dipole. No? So that for a dipole, this particular point is on axial line only. So what is the electric field on axial line of dipole here? We know that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2p by separation or whatever the distance it is, L into L cube. This is the general formula, and this is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught 2 into, what is dipole moment? Charge into distance only, charge into length of the dipole. Charge is given, charge on either side you have to consider, into distance is D by L cube. And finally we can write it as 2 2s are 4 now here. So finally you will have in numerator that is QD, and denominator you will have 2 pi epsilon naught L cube. So this is the answer for this particular question. Sorry, this is only electric field. No? but you have to calculate force acting on that. Force is nothing but EQ, and electric field already we got here, that is 1 by 4 QD by 2 pi epsilon naught L cube into small q. This is the formula for force acting on a small charge q due to the given configuration here. Next question number 3. An ideal cell is connected across a capacitor as shown in figure. The initial separation between the plates of parallel plate capacitor is D. The lower plate is pulled down with uniform velocity V. Neglect the resistance of the circuit. Then the variation of charge on capacitor with time is given by. Here simply one graph was drawn here. Just I will draw here that. And they are asking his here to just draw a graph between here the graph is drawn between, I think, then the variation of charge and capacitor. Charge and capacitor to the time they are asking. That is the question. So, see here. We have the simple formula for charge. What is the formula for charge we can have? Charge is nothing but CV. Capacitance C equal to Q by V. No? So, Q can be taken as C into V. What is capacitance? For this given one, you can write the simple formula, that is A epsilon naught by D into voltage V. This is the formula for charge only. But when it's, what is happening here? When the lower plate is moving with velocity V, that means when it is moving with velocity, the separation between the plates will increase only. No? When separation between the plates D increases, what will happen? Charge will decrease. So, after some particular time t, what is the formula for charge then? The formula for charge will be again A epsilon naught into voltage by D plus, what is the distance travelled in t time? Since the plate is moving with uniform velocity, what is the formula for distance? Speed into time only. No? So it will be V into t. That means simply you can write here Q is inversely proportional to 1 by D plus Vt for this particular function. And they are asking here to draw the graph between charge and time only. No? Inversely proportional, so that you can just draw the graph like this. Of course, charge will never become 0. Charge will not directly become 0. It will follow the relation like this. Okay? Now, next question. The plates of parallel plate capacitor have charges Q and minus 2Q. Its capacitance is C. The potential difference between its plates will be. In general, in any capacitor, how the charges will be? In any particular capacitor, the charges are always equal and opposite. On one particular plate, the charge will be Q, and on other plate, the charge will be minus Q generally. But here, the plate charges were given Q and minus 2Q. I will just draw here two capacitor plates, and here, what were the charges given? One is plus Q given, other is minus 2Q given. Now, when in such a way charges are taken, then in general, when both are connected, on the outer due to induction on the outer surface of the capacitor plate, if the charges are Q1 and Q2, I will separately write here. if the charges here are q1 and q2, on the outer surface always the charge will be q1 plus q2 by 2. Of course, on both the outer surfaces charge will be q1 plus q2 by 2. And on the inner surface the charge becomes q1 q2 by 2 here and q2 minus q1 by 2. Due to induction the charges will get separate like this. And see here, what is the total charge on this particular surface then? On the first one, total charge means sum of these two, outer surface plus inner surface. The sum will be q1 again. Here if you take the sum of these two, that will again become q2. In the same way here, you also have to see what is the charge on the capacitor. What is the charge here? q1 minus q2, that means q minus 2q by 2. And here of course reverse only, minus 2q minus q by 2. How much it will be? 3q by 2 na? Here it will be 3q by 2, here also it will be minus 3q by 2. That means totally for this particular capacitor is having a charge of 3q by 2 on each plate. In that way you can consider that. Then what is the formula for potential V? Potential only you have to find out, no? Potential V is nothing but Q by C. What is the Q value in such cases? 3Q by 2 we got here. And of course C is C only. So totally the potential for this particular combination is equal to 3Q by 2C. Okay? Question number 5. In the figure shown, the plates of a parallel plate capacitor have unequal charges as in the previous problem only. Its capacitance is C. P is a point outside the capacitor and close to the plate of charge minus Q. It was also shown clearly in the diagram. The distance between the plates is small d. Distance was taken small d between them. And the potential difference between the plates will be as in the previous question. How we solve the resultant charge? To calculate the potential, potential is nothing but Q by C. What we have written in place of Q? In place of Q we have written Q1 minus Q2 by 2 by C. Due to induction that will happen. It is equal to Q1 minus Q2 means 2Q minus Q, that is 3Q na? So 3Q by 2C. Answer is also as in the previous case only. And the energy stored in the electric field in the region between the plates. In between the plates, they are asking us to calculate energy. What is the formula for energy? Energy of the capacitor can be taken half CV square. Half CV square. That is half into C into what is voltage we got here? That is 3Q by 2C. So 3Q by 2C whole square, which is equal to half C into 9Q square by 4C. And finally it is equal to 9Q square by 8 only, na? C and C will get cancelled, na? Sorry, C is square here. So this will be 8C. So the answer will be 9Q square by 8C. Simply we have used the general formula half CV square. And question number 6. Two metallic bodies separated by distance 20 centimeter, it was clearly shown in the diagram, are given equal and opposite charges of magnitude 0.88 microcoulomb. The component of electric field along the line AB between the plates varies as electric field value given and capacitance of the system, potential difference between A and C they are asking. So here electric field variable electric field is given which is variable here, and in this particular case if you want to calculate first potential, okay, how can you write the formula for potential? Potential is nothing but minus integral E bar dot dr bar. And what is E bar given? E bar is given 3x square plus 0.4, and dr means you can just write here dx only along the x-axis we have taken here. And what is the distance along the x-axis here? 20 centimeters. So potential has to be calculated from 0 to 20 centimeters means 0.2. Then this will be minus, what is the integration of 3x square? 3x cube by 3. So that it will be x cube, and for 0.4 that is 0.4x is the integration. What are the limits here? From 0 to 0.2. And finally here, what is v? By substituting 0.2 here, 0.2 whole cube will be 0.008 only. Plus, what is 0.4 into 0.2? That is 0.08. And when you substitute the lower limit, everything will become 0. So finally the answer is 0.088 volt. That is the potential difference between point A and point B. Of course, they are asking for point C. Point B and point C both are on the surface only, na? So that for conductor both will have the same capacitance here. Sorry, same potential here. And what about the capacitance here? Capacitance C you have to calculate. Capacitance C is equal to Q by V, na? And what is charge on the that particular conductor given? 0.88 microcoulomb. So that is 0.88 micro by, it is 0.088. So this is equal to simply 10 only. This is 0.0, this is 88 into 10 power minus 3. This is 88 into 10 power minus 2. So finally it is equal to 10 only. 10 microfarad. So capacitance of the system is 10 microfarad. Voltage is 0.088 volt only. Just it was given. Variable electric field is given. First we calculated the potential difference between the two conductors. Then we substituted in the formula C equal to Q by V. Next one. A conductor of capacitance 10 microfarad connected to the another conductor of capacitance 40 microfarad having equal charges 100 microcoulomb initially. Find out final voltage and heat loss during the process. Final voltage means when two capacitors are connected. What is the final voltage? Common potential only, no? What is the formula for common potential we derived? That is C1V1 plus C2V2 by C1 plus C2. And C1 is given 10 microfarad, C2 is given 40 microfarad. And voltage was not given for individual, but C1V1 represents Q1 only, no? So it is simply Q1 plus Q2 by C1 plus C2. What is the total charge on both the conductors? The charges are 100 microcoulomb. So 100 microcoulomb plus 100 microcoulomb will be 200 microcoulomb by total capacitance will be 50 microfarad, and the resultant will be 4 volt is the voltage. Common potential or final voltage is equal to 4 volt. And what is the other one? What is the heat loss during the process? The similar form that also formula was derived in regular classroom. What is the heat loss formula? Heat loss or loss of energy, whatever it may be, that is half into C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square. And this is equal to half into, what are the two capacitances? 10 and 40, na? 10 and 40 is substituted in the formula. 10 into 40 by 10 plus 40. 10 into 40 is 400 by 10 plus 40 is 50. So totally it is 8 micro into V1 minus V2. You calculate what is the voltage in the first case. In the first case, voltage in the sense Q by C. Q is 100 micro and C is 10 micro. So what is the voltage then? 10. In second case, voltage is 40, na? voltage equal to charge is 100 micro and capacitance is 40. How much it will be? 100 by 40 will be 2.5. So V1 minus V2 means 10 minus 2.5, how much? 7.5 whole square. This is equal to 4 into 10 power minus 6 into 7.5 whole square. Na? That means 75 into 75, you try to calculate here. That is 25 and 56. 56.25. So that is 56.25. And finally it is equal to 4 into 56, how much? 224 and 420 is 100. So, sorry, 225, 10 power minus 6 is micro and it is energy only, na? So the answer is in joules. Finally, loss of energy is equal to 225 microjoules. And question number 8. The plates of parallel plate capacitor having area A are maintained at constant potential difference V. Of course, battery was connected here. Na? If the initial separation between the plates is D, find the work done in increasing the separation of plates to 2D. So initially when the separation is D, it will have some energy. When separation is 2D, then also it will have some energy. The difference between these two energies is nothing but the work done. So initial energy is equal to half CV square, na? Half into A epsilon naught by D into V square. Of course, in both the cases, the battery was continuously connected only. So whatever the changes were made here, even then voltage remains same due to connecting battery. And final energy is equal to half into A epsilon naught by 2D into V square. Work done means difference between these two only, na? So finally, U final minus U initial, that is nothing but work done. Of course, U initial minus U final. Anything you can write. So 1 by 4 A epsilon naught by D into V square, everything is common here. A epsilon naught by D, V square is common, and remaining is 1 minus 1 by 2. That is half only, no? Half into half will be finally 1 by 4 A epsilon naught V square by D. So this is the loss of energy, and which is equal to work done to make the same changes. Okay, the work done to make some changes is equal to, in initial condition, whatever the potential energy is there, and in final case, you have to find out the potential energy and you have to take the difference between them. And next one, two spherical conductors of radii R and 2R having potential 4 volt and V, 4V and V are connected with a wire. Find the loss of energy if they are connected by a wire. Again, you have to use the similar formula, loss of energy. But here you should know the values of initial voltages, initial voltage, final voltage, initial capacitance and final capacitance. We know here that when two spherical conductors are given of radii R, then what is the capacitance formula? For an isolated spherical conductor, capacitance is 4 pi epsilon naught R. That is C1. For the second one, 4 pi epsilon naught into 2R. And voltage V1 is 4V given, and voltage V2 is, for the second one it is V given. Then what is the formula for loss of energy? Again the same formula. Half C1 C2 by C1 plus C2 into V1 minus V2 whole square. That is equal to half into C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. Let me consider this is C and this will be how much? 2C, na? This is 2, the second one is 2 times of the first one. So if you just substitute them, C into 2C by C plus 2C, that is 2C square by 3C, which is equal to 2C by 3 into V1 minus V2 means 4V minus V, 4V minus V whole square, and this is finally 2 will get cancelled here, C by 3 into 4V minus V, 3V, na? 3V whole square, and this one This is 3 square 9 only, na? 3 3s are 9 only, then 3cv square. And of course, what is given for c? C we considered for 4 pi epsilon naught r, na? So 3 into 4 pi epsilon naught r into v square. And finally it is equal to 12 pi epsilon naught v square is the answer. Okay. Question number 10. A parallel plate capacitor of 3 microfarad is charged with a charge of minus 200 microcoulomb at a plate A and 100 microcoulomb at plate B. Find the potential difference. To find the potential difference, if both the capacitor plates are having some different charges, what we do here? If both are having some different charges, so again the similar one. What is the, first of all you have to write for what is the total charge here. Charge is nothing but Q1 minus Q2. For the combined capacitor, the charge of the capacitor can be taken Q1 minus Q2 by 2. That means 100 minus 200, that is 300 by 2. What is the charge value? 150. And potential is nothing but, charge value is 150 microcoulomb. And potential is nothing but charge by C. What is charge? 150 micro. And what is the capacitance given? 3 microfarad. So 150 by 5, 150 by 3, it is equal to 50 volt. So the difference is simply 50 volt only.